Well, hiya folks, welcome to another video. Now, I've been looking for one of these things, what I'm going to show you in a minute, for years and years, but the prices have gone ballistic with them, and I wasn't paying that. But I'm a great believer of keep watching, keep looking, and it will turn up, and one did turn up. I got one at the right price, at the right time. I jumped on it, and let's show you what it is. Well, here you go. For those of you in the know, or from the late 1970s or early 80s, will know exactly what this is. It's an FS1E DX. This is the, I think it's Daytona yellow version. And I was second in line for this on eBay. It was down as a classified listing. And I left it for a day or so. I was going to email the bloke, and I thought, well, no, actually, I'll phone him up, because it was a classified ad. The number was there. And he said, oh, someone's already beat you to it, mate. He said, I've got a bloke coming down on Saturday. This was on the Wednesday. And I said, well, okay. I said, if he doesn't have it, I said, give us a phone back on Saturday. Anyway, the Saturday come, because the bloke was supposed to turn up at 8 o'clock in the morning. He never turned up, but I waited till 1 o'clock before I phoned the bloke, because he never contacted me. And he said, no, the bloke didn't turn up, he said. But I've had over 200 people want this bike, he said, since Wednesday. He said, but you are second in the queue. And although it was 150 or 160 miles there and 160 miles back, I said I'd have it straight away. So I paid him £200 deposit, and I shot straight down there with Gary, and we picked it up. So it does need restoration. It is a runner. Apparently it's been standing for a good few years. A mate of his had it, and he was going to restore it, but he didn't. So he sold it to the chap who had it, and he's got 2 other Fizzies which he's restored, and he's got another one on the go. So he basically passed this one over. He put it on for a reasonable price as well, which is probably why he had over 200 people looking at it. But it might have had a couple of pattern parts on it. This looks like a brand new rear mudguard by the looks of it, which is really bright, but it fits well, and there's no crap underneath it. Look, apparently it's been standing for years and years, and apparently he's got it started. The bloke done some work on it, and he got it running. It looks like it's had a brand new fuel tap on there as well by the looks of that. Look, I don't know whether the pedal mechanism works. It looks like it probably needs some work. You can buy new pedal mechanism stuff for that anyway, so that's something I'll be looking into. It looks like it's had a recent chain on it, maybe, I'm not too sure. But coming over here around the front, looks like a pattern mudguard on it. The brakes have been done, because although it's a bit ropey, there's really like good brake pressure there, so that's been done. It seems to want a load of little things done to it, like all this wants re-blacking up, stuff like that. These were black originally, I think, if you find. That was originally black. The lamp cowl in there. The seat is pretty much in okay condition. The padding's good, but it has got a couple of splits in it. You can buy new seat covers for these. The pipe on it seems to be okay. There's a bit of a ding on the end of it there, I've just noticed, but again, you can buy replacement pipes for these as well. The wheels look to be in serviceable condition. The chrome seems to be bright on them. The engine casings obviously want to paint. He did start it up when he was there, but he said the battery's flat on it, so it does need some work with the battery. The tank inside is also very, very clean. He did show me that. I think you can see that in there. You probably can't see it, but it is clean, folks. There's no rust in there. So it's one less thing to worry about. Original paint by the looks of it. But yeah, there's the old Fizzy. He's had a new front tyre on it as well, by the looks of it. So he's done some work to it, the person who had it. Everything else seems to be there. It looks like it's only done 8,736 miles. 7 owners. So I'm going to go and get the key, and we'll try and give it a start. I've bought some new shocks for it. Look, these have obviously seen better days, I would have thought, and they don't look all that good for suspension wise. So I'll go and get them out as well. Might actually change them over and put them on while we're here in this video. But yeah, I'm going to get it going first of all. That's the main thing. And I might even start using this, because it's really don't need a lot doing to it. And it is a MOT and tax exempt. It's a classic vehicle now. There you go, the old Fizzy. Right, okay, so he said 1 key fits all, so that's a nice little thing, isn't it? So let's put that in there. Just turn ignition on. Fuel tap on. I think that's fuel tap on. Or is that reserve? I think reserve was up, wasn't it? Yeah, fuel tap is on down there. Come around the other side. We've got the choke lever there, which wants to come up, I would imagine. Right, okay, let's get across it. Let's see if it'll kick into life. Yeah, look at that. It's like that first time, look. started up first time. Bit smoky. Chokes off now. Wow, that brings back memories. So much smaller than when I had one. It just looks so much smaller now. Well, that was good, wasn't it? I've not touched this since I brought it home last week sometime. I think the end of last week, the start of last week. Wow. Right. God, I was 16 years old or 17 when I last had one of these. 4 gears, 4 down on this. Oh, petrol's pissing out of it, isn't it? What's that on the floor there? Don't know. Has it got petrol coming out of it? I'm not sure. Something's wet on the floor. Yeah, it's petrol. Right, let's just put it in gear, see if it goes into gear. Oh, it pulls all right. Yes. Yeah, the neutral light's not on. He said there might be a problem with the wiring on it. So that's something I'm going to have to look into. But goes into gear all right. Could be a nice little bike. There you go. A little fizzy. It's not matching numbers, so I wasn't too worried about that. I'm not a purist at the end of the day. I'm not one of these who do a bike up for Concours condition and never use it. I'm looking to use this. Yeah, it looks like the 2-stroke mix might be wrong, so there you go. Little fizzy, people. How about that then? Little fizzy DX, FS1E DX, 1977 model on an R plate. Gotta be happy with that. Right, let's just turn that fuel off. As I say, it probably needs a carb service as well, but yeah, that mechanism obviously wants sorting out. Not that I'm going to ever pedal it, but they has it got the chain on? No, it hasn't even got the chain on there, so you swing a pedal around, it locks into place and all that. So you can buy that mechanism for about 80 quid or 60 or 80 quid, I think. There we go. Right, let's show you what I bought here. I've got 2 new shocks to go on here. Let's see if we can actually get these done. Right, got the bike in here on the hoist. I'm just going to pump it up, people. Right, that should do it. Put the safety bar in. Right, like that. What if I can push it forward a little bit? Yeah, lucky enough this table's on wheels. Just take it forward a little bit. There we go. That's a bit better. Nice to work at something at this sort of height. Right, okay, so these are the shocks here. As you can see, they're looks like they've been painted over at some stage. And these are the new ones I've got. They're pretty much just 2 bolts really to unbolt there and there. Take these off and replace them with these ones. So I don't know how tight these are going to be. Oh, not too bad. Let's get these undone. Got a washer on the front of them. I've ordered some more parts for this bike. I did notice that the engine casing on the other side, the left-hand engine casing, was a bit broken. So I've ordered a set of engine casings. I've got them, had to get it from France because the left one's really hard to find. So I'm going to change that over. And I've also ordered a replacement exhaust as well. So that's coming shortly. There we go. Yeah, it's really cold in here at the moment, people. So I've just put the diesel heater on. That's probably the noise you can hear. I'll keep hold of these because I don't know whether there's a way of refurbishing them. I would imagine these would have been chromed from new, I'm not sure. Right, so that's them two off. Does that pull past the seat? Or does it take the back one off first, maybe? Or is that a bolt, is it? Maybe it's a bolt there, look. That might have to be screwed out as well. There we go. Let's just undo that. Yeah, that's screwing out from the back as well, so we'll take that out. I just hope the bushings are the right size. They're supposed to be for a fizzy these, so they come to about 86 quid, I think, on from the Fizzy Doctor or something on eBay, I think. Yeah, that's threaded in there as well, so you have to undo it this way. And there's a washer on the back of there as well. There we go. Right, so that's that back bolt out. Yeah, and that's it, look. So that just comes forward, hopefully. Off of there like that. And that's as simple as it is. Getting a new one, I'll just put that on there first. And they seem to be the right size. That goes in that way. Oh, that looks a bit better, doesn't it? And now I'll get that bolt in there. Or is that the right or wrong size for that? Ah, here we go, look. So they're the wrong size, them ones. So I might have to take the one out of here, push this one out and use that instead. I'll just try and tap that through with a hammer. And hopefully they slide into the new one. Right, that's that one out. So, I'll tap this one out now. Yeah, completely different. Probably have to do this on the other side as well, I would have thought. There we come. There we go. That's that one out. So I'm hoping this new one will push straight in, which it does. Right, so let's put that on there, back on there like that. Put that back one in now, and get that back bolt going back in with a washer. We'll tighten that in, and hopefully that will do the job. Right, there we go. Yeah, no playing that whatsoever. Look at that, perfect. So let's put that big nut and washer back on there. There we go. Oh, there we go. And the same for the top one. There we go. Look at that. That's a vast improvement, isn't it, over that? There we go. That didn't take long at all. Looks so much better. Right, I'm going to do that to the other side now, and I'll see you in a minute. All on and fitted. Well pleased with them. So what I want to do now is I want to take the seat off. I think there's a couple of lugs there. There's one there which I've got. Oh, it's loose. Just undo that one. And I think there's one the other side, and the seat should lift off then. There we go. Yeah, look at that. Look. That's not right, I don't think. This one's a wing nut up here. Look. Let's take that one off. I think that's just the two. I don't think I ever had the seat off my Fizzy when I had it. Oh, here we go. Right. Okay. So maybe. I think the seat. Is it still held on? No, I think there's two bolts under here as well. Yeah, look, there's one there. And one round the other side. No, I'll have to take them off as well, folks. Let's try 13. It's going to be a 14 now, I've said that, isn't it? No, it's a 13 mil. There you go. Right, let's get that undone. Does that go in there? Or does it go in there? Or is there a certain way to do it? Right, let's get an extension. Coming from below the indicator to get us in there with it. That bloody indicator's right in the way. Look at that, look. That's a nuisance, isn't it? I wonder if I can get my smaller set with a thinner shaft on the extension. Let's have a look at that. That's a 13 mil. Let me just try this one first. It's a little bit smaller in there, look. Is that on reverse? No, it's done up. Oh yeah, look, the smaller one. So just a little 1/4 inch drive, got me in there. I never took the seat off my Fizzy. Had the engine apart many times, doing well, rebores and porting it out and all that. But as far as the bodywork, I've never been behind a or underneath a Fizzy seat before. There's no washer on there, no. Right, okay. Come around and do the other side now. I'm trying to get you in, folks, but now this one's in a bloody even harder position. The indicator is right in the way on this one. It's definitely got to come off. You know what you need? A deep ring spanner. I'll try a standard 13mm ring. See if that can get me in there. Because it sits in a recess. Lucky enough, it's blinking loose. Yeah, that's a right nuisance, that one. Right, I'm just going to take it down a little bit on the ramp. Bear with me. Let's just bring it back a little bit. There we go. Just so I can take it down a bit more. That's better. Right, what's under the seat to a Fizzy? Not a lot. Absolutely nothing. Look at that, look. The seat don't look too bad, to be honest with you. I wonder what them two holes are for there, look. Not sure. Oh well. Right. Perhaps you would be looking behind the side panels actually for the battery. I should have known that. I'm just going to take it up a little bit now. Right, leave it there for a minute. So we'll take this side panel off first. See what's behind here. I don't think, well, mine was the auto lube. Mine had an oil tank on here on my one, the one that I had. Right, let's take that off. Nothing again. I presume that's a tool carrier in there. Okay, so that's that. Let's put that down there. Let's go around the other side. Right, now this one's got a key in it, but I don't know whether it locks on or off or whatever. So let's just undo that. Lift that up. Ah, here we go. There's the battery. There's the battery. There we go. So I could try and take this off and charge it maybe. It's had a bit of work done in here by the looks of it. So there's been some non-standard connections in here by the looks of it. Look. There's a fuse. So it wants looking at. I need to slide that battery out there. I don't know what this thing is here. Maybe the flasher relay? Not sure. But it's only in there with a cable tie in it, which obviously isn't standard. So I'm going to pull that out. Let's just release that. I don't know whether that is standard or what, or where it goes, but we'll have to find out on that one. So let's pull this battery out. It's got the battery strap on it. There we go. Oh, it's tiny. Look at that. Little 6-volt battery, I think that is. Well, I expect it to be deeper than that for some reason. I don't know why, but so that's the feed. So if I disconnect the battery there, that's the positive disconnected, and the negative goes down to the chassis there. So I'm going to do that. Oh, hold that for a minute, Gary. Oh, get us a bigger Phillips screwdriver than that. That's too small. Oh, hello, Project Mouse has turned up, look.
I wrote it.
Hey?
I'm had to come and sort the job out of that fit.
Right, you'll have to just hold back because I've got to push quite hard on it. Right, let's just get this undone. Oh, there we go. There we go. Right, so the wiring does need to be sorted out. I'll just take that out. I'll try and charge this battery up. I don't hold much hope for it, but and I'll put that other one back in for the moment. It's a tiny little battery. As I say, I never had the side panels off of my Fizzy when I had it. So that's that. And there's a little 6-volt battery, look. It's in between on the fluid in there, so I might try and put a charger on it just to see what happens. Right, so I've got a multimeter here. Let's just see if there is any voltage in the battery. So let's put it on voltage, DC volts. Let's put that down to negative. know if you can see that, can you? There we go. So put the positive in there. Yeah, I've only got 2 volts in there, folks, so it's definitely not enough. It might take a charge. I will try it. So I'll put that on charge. And I think we'll leave this video here for today. Anyway, that's just introducing you to the Fizzy. You've heard it run. It is a runner. I've ordered some parts for it. I'll show you, and we'll do them as we go along, sort of thing. So yeah, that exhaust there. And also, this might be the old original exhaust, but it could be so clogged up where it wouldn't perform. So at least the new one will be totally free of carbon and oil inside it and all that lot. So I know there was a baffle in the end of that. I remember taking the baffle out of my one many years ago and made it a bit more noisier. That was trendy back then, but obviously it still can sit in the main chamber of the expansion chamber or the exhaust. Right, okay then folks, hope you've enjoyed this one. This is a new little project which will be going hopefully pretty soon. As I say, I've got some crankcases coming for the engine, which I will change it over. So obviously we're going to have the engine out of this and change the crankcases over, because one of them has got a bit of a putty repair in there, and I don't really want that. Anyway, thanks very much. We'll see you in the next video, and until then, bye for now.